to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I am Randy, this is Brian, and this is Studio Series Deluxe Scale Bumblebee, lent to us by Andy. Andy, thanks
you. Andy.
He found this and picked this up. This is the new Studio Series, but this is the new movie Bumblebee design.
Bumblebee. It turns into a bumblebee, a bug.
The Volkswagen,
yeah.
right. And this is our first... This is our first impressions, not only of the design, but the new toy. I got to be honest with you. First impressions, it's really small. It's a small figure.
It is.
And I don't know why it took me by surprise. It's like, I know that the deluxe figures have like some are bigger than others, and you know, whatever, but like it feels really small.
This is tiny for a hero character.
Yes.
Like, considering he's getting his own movie, make him a little bigger, but they gave him ankle pivot.
Right.
Which I love that.
Well, that's the thing I'm going to say is sometimes size doesn't matter. And this is a good example that size doesn't matter, because I actually really love that toy.
I really like the toy.
Okay.
Don't love it.
All right.
And
Let's get into it.
It's too wobbly, man.
It's too wobbly? Like where?
Like, stand up. And, well, I guess he's doing it now.
Yeah.
But I had problems getting him to stay right and like...
Really?
Yeah, like, I guess he's sort of doing it now. And he
Yeah,
doesn't
of
do
course.
car mode.
Okay, we'll start with
He
car
doesn't
mode.
stay in car mode well, and that's sort of a big deal.
No, that is a big deal. The one major problem, and I don't think this is just you and me, you and I.
Yeah, I think it's everybody.
I think it's everybody.
Yeah.
The car looks good.
Yeah.
It looks like a real car.
But the sides fall off.
Right. Oh, you had sides falling off.
I couldn't get his sides to stay in right.
I couldn't get it to compress and hold.
I could get him to compress,
Really?
but not hold. It didn't seem like there were enough tabs to hold him.
Okay, well,
But I like the transformation a lot.
Transformation
I like
is
the
great.
wings. I like how he's got the wings, like the Masterpiece movie.
Right.
You know, like those, like how the back door, how the sides fold in half on themselves and give him like bee wings. I think it's just brilliant.
I had a hard time getting this to fold to collapse.
Does that go all the way in?
It does.
How in does it go?
It goes. Actually, you might have gotten it, but I actually think it collapses. There we go. Collapses all the way.
Let me see that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that a big deal?
Shit. Yeah,
like,
that helps.
I had a hard time with that, so if you do get this, know that it does collapse all the way in. One advantage of ugly, durable plastic is that it's
beat
durable.
the shit out of it. Yeah.
And this is a beater. You can definitely beat it up. I think the transformation is fun. You said it compared to which Bumblebee now?
It reminds me a lot of the Age of Extinction Black Camaro Bumblebee.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I looked for it. I couldn't find it, but the legs do the same thing, like this thing, and like it does it's a lot different, but it's a lot the same.
Okay.
You know, but the build quality of it felt the
Okay.
same, because I thought that toy was a little bit better than average.
Okay.
When it was out, and this is I'd say this is a little better than average.
I think it's better than average too. I think
Put a lot of thought
actually,
in it.
to be honest with you, my negative towards this, beside the fact that it doesn't compress really well, it doesn't stay in car mode, and like you said, that's a big deal because it's a Transformer. The other issue is it's not the size that bothers me. It's just that when you correlate the size and the cost, the retail price, they retail for $20. Like, it just, I'm not saying that the engineering and the quality isn't there. I do think it could use this yellow plastic is a bit.
I'd pay $30 for something bigger.
You would.
Yeah, if it were a little bigger, a little bit better joint
So
work.
what about when you hear that this is $20? Does it bother you at all?
No, I think that's pretty fair because it's complex as hell.
I agree, but
in a good way.
But when you see it in the box on the shelf, which you know what I mean, like it's hard to bite that bullet because it does. If you just see this like that and see $20 price tag, it's kind of hard to buy that. You know?
Yeah. I guess they could always put it in a huge box.
Well, they do. Those Studio Series boxes are pretty big, right?
What else did they do that with? They did that with the Masterpiece Bumblebee. How big was that box?
Not
when you
that
bought
big.
it,
Oh, yeah.
When you bought it in the States, it was huge.
It was obnoxious.
Those boxes were huge.
That was an insult. Like, that literally was Toys R Us's or Hasbro's decision to say, we are going to make this Bumblebee's box twice as big to completely
deceive you or whatever. Oh, maybe it's bigger in the States.
It was really about deception.
But this is a step in the right direction for Hasbro. I think it's a nice toy.
I do too. And you know what? I really like that they give you the regular head, the Bumblebee head. Oops. It actually just pops off, but for some
battle mask.
I like the battle mask.
No, yeah, it's a requirement now. It's like the bee doesn't feel complete without the battle mask.
You know what's interesting is the battle mask is sort of like the actual G1 toy, because didn't the original G1 toy not have a faceplate? Like, it didn't have them out.
It was like a robot face.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
And you can sort of mix the two. It looks awesome. I think it looks cool.
I like it a lot.
Now let's talk about the robot design. I think it's the best robot design.
My favorite Bumblebee by far, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you okay with the fact that it's a Volkswagen Beetle? Because
at first I wasn't. I mean, that's what I hated about, like, G1 Bumblebee was my least favorite.
Okay.
Like, I hate to say Michael Bay made him sort of like a
cool
hero character, and it was cool, but he had the cheesiness. And this is like, I thought, like, no, man, you can't put him back to a Bumblebee, but they did it, and it works. It's probably my favorite Bumblebee design.
Well, see, I agree with you. My issue was when they made Bumblebee a Camaro, is I thought it changed who Bumblebee was. Like, I thought one of the essence of Bumblebee was the fact that he was like a goofy little slow car. And he was sort of like a little car. And then when they made him a Camaro and made him a cool car...
Made him hot rod.
It made him hot rod, right. So I think it changed the essence of the character. But...
and I agree with you. I think Bumblebee in the movies is actually hot rod.
Yeah,
I think they just, like... Yeah,
right. Exactly, I agree. I like how in the robot design, these headlights come down and make it look like... It's like a unique way of making the front of the car... part of the robot.
I'm excited for this movie.
Are you?
Yeah, very.
I mean,
I'll get excited for the Bayformer movies, but I think legitimately I could be excited.
I think so too.
I'm not excited for a bad movie. I think it's going to be pretty thoughtful and good.
Hey, this episode was filmed before this brand new Bumblebee trailer was released, and we just watched it, and I gotta say this trailer is mighty entertaining. So we filmed this video before we saw this awesome, I'll call it awesome, trailer. So keep that in mind later.
Did you watch Kubo yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
It was good.
Yeah, I liked it. It was very thoughtful. Like I liked it.
Right. It's not something that I think that you would like be like, hey, I want to rent Kubo, but watching it, it was a well-made movie, and you can see this filmmaker's potential of telling a story. I think I read somewhere that the director of Kubo and the guy who's doing Bumblebee, I think he's related to someone, or he has like a lot of wealth. I'll have to look at that up. Like there's something
sweet.
There's some grand story behind them.
Well, that's cool. I mean, money and big movies go well together, like peanut butter and jelly.
I guess so. They are coming out with a masterpiece version of this, and I gotta say, I'm really excited for it.
Not me too. I'm excited for the one that's already out, the electronic one.
So explain that one to me. Like, is it
like that?
Okay.
Complex transformation doesn't have the best articulation.
Okay,
but it does have articulation, and it has like a stupid wheel on it that you spin, and you're supposed to make like 25 noises, which I don't like.
So is it going to be like you push a button and it just goes type thing, or
no? You have to transform it. It's complex, like 30 step.
Do you remember that for the first Transformers movie, that Bumblebee that you had? It was electronic.
Yeah,
it was like $100.
Yeah,
like that was a serious toy.
Yeah, it's not as nuts. Like that. Still, I love that toy. Yeah. But it's like that toy is literally you get a car and a static robot. You know, it doesn't really have articulation. This new one, it looks like it has a little articulation. But it doesn't have the horse shit like this. Like this is hogwash.
Why?
Because these belong in his ankle.
Oh really?
Yeah,
okay.
like the movie like the movie version.
Yeah.
But, these fold in and go in his leg.
Have you looked at close pictures of the new Masterpiece Bumblebee to see if it is...
yeah, it does. It looks really good.
You know what I don't like about that new movie Masterpiece that I've seen in the pictures? I don't like the blue windshields.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't
like that.
Do you think really? I think that sort of takes away from the realistic car look, but
I think they do it to cover up the robot kibble on the inside.
Oh, really? See, I don't mind seeing the robot kibble on the inside. It's mechanical. It's
fair enough.
You know?
I like the blue. I mean, I know
Really?
that I don't mind it. They should. That's something you should be able to get both.
Yeah,
removable windows.
That would be kind of cool,
both.
but that would be really offering probably a feature that probably wouldn't be worth the cost of that.
But that's a big deal to a lot. Like some
think
people,
so?
it wrecks
Yeah.
it for
Well,
them. You know, I
clearly
mean,
it's a
you
big
don't like it.
No, I don't like it. But with that said, like I don't think I'm invested enough in it where I would be. It would be a deal breaker. Just for scale purposes, it's crazy to look at like the original G1 Bumblebee next to that guy. It really shows. Like I got to be honest with you. I think this new Bumblebee design is pretty stellar, man.
I love it.
I use the word stellar. I mean,
and I like how he's like wearing Chuck Taylors. I think his feet look like he's wearing All Stars.
No, they look like kind of look like Doc Martens, like because they
yeah,
got
I
the big
guess
soles.
Yeah, but they're super round.
They're
in
super
front.
big. Yeah,
super 90s looking.
Yeah. I like the design. I think it's
too.
I think it's kind of where they should have gone from the get-go with the I think now though when you look at anything that's toned down from a Michael Bay design, you immediately you immediately just say like, oh, that's what they should have gone with because it's just Michael Bay designs were too much.
They were so over the top.
Yeah,
man. And I think it was just like people trying to define themselves and trying to be like overdoing it and stuff.
I think it was Michael Bay's way of sabotaging. He did not like.
The whole thing is, I wonder how much he had to do with the aesthetic. I mean, I guess probably
nothing, but he got to decide what to go with, and he, and again, this is based on no fact, but he must have told the designers what he was looking for. I think he was
original shit.
Yeah, that's
make it new.
Yeah, make it look like a human. Like I want it to look like a real person. I wanted to have 400,000 moving parts, and it was too much.
That's what I like. This looks really inorganic. Like this looks so inorganic.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
But if you look at it next to this is the Masterpiece one.
Yeah,
this is a fun toy.
I love that toy.
But how do you think the new Masterpiece is going to be similar size or smaller because the car is smaller?
I hope it's similar size, but I think it's going to be a little smaller.
I think it's going to be a little small. Do you think it's going to be as high quality?
I hope.
Man, I do like that new robot design.
Yeah, and I like this too because this is even watered down from the actual the way he looks in the movie, but.
And again, I think that the watered down look of this works better. I know you probably hate this one. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. The Alternity Bumblebee.
Yeah.
But this matches what the original character to me represents more than this. Where, like you said, like I think this is more Hot Rod, and then this is more Bumblebee. Like Bumblebee was sort of
the Alternity.
Yeah. I loved alternators in Vinyl Tech. And Alternity was like, I liked the fact that they scaled down the whole look, but I think the designs were a little too over-designed.
Yeah, I mean, if his shoulders are too big, it sort of gets lost up here. Well, I mean, nice
I think it is a nice toy. Like, it feels good. It's high metal. Yeah. You can still get them cheap. It was just, they were trying to find a way to balance the Vinyl Tech and the movie style, and I think it was a valiant effort. It was just that maybe they were just still a little too over-designed.
I think they needed a couple more years to make these things right. Like, just if a few more things would have folded down.
Yeah.
Like, his chest would fold a little bit flatter.
One more way, I agree.
And this would have sort of compressed more, so his shoulders were defined a little bit more. It'd be perfect.
Again, like, I've said it before, like I sort of like Kibble because I think Kibble sort of defines the look of the robot.
Yeah.
Now obviously there's certain overextended Kibble like this is too much. Probably.
So you don't? I love that.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
But it goes into nowhere though.
But it's like the bead. It looks like wings or something.
I like the wings. I just this part.
I like that.
Okay.
I think that, I mean, I like it because this one does the same thing, and I like it.
Oh, I see that, yeah. You know, I gotta, like, this was a fun toy. Like, this is a couch toy. If you're looking for, like, I think we've been in a bad place with Transformers for a long time.
I think so.
It's been a long time since I've, like, bought one or borrowed one and sat on my couch and played with it for a while, and this Bumblebee was one of those. Like, I was like, it was a lot of fun, and I'm not saying that I don't think it's worth $20. I'm just saying when you hold it in your hand,
it's a little small.
It is small. But
I'd love to see him like go in this direction, but new stuff. Like, just make a somewhat complex robot.
Mm-hmm. I think honestly, the only thing this lacks is a better yellow plastic. Like, I don't even know if it needed to be painted. I just think that the yellow plastic they use,
because it looks really orange.
Yeah, it
more
does.
than yellow.
It just
does
looks.
it?
Yeah, actually, well, compared to that, it does.
that. But that's like, it's a weird yellow, right?
Yeah.
It's like
yeah. That's definitely like a lemon yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know. The thing is about this plastic is it looks like it was literally a model kit taken off sprues, and it's just following the trends. That's what's going on. So it's kind of hard to do it.
Is there gonna be a Starscream toy in this?
I have to imagine.
Really like that robot.
Do you?
Design. Yeah.
I haven't seen enough of it to decide.
Man, all I've seen is a trailer, and I thought it looked really cool in that.
Gosh, what if this is a good movie?
I think it will be.
But what does that mean? What does that?
It means that now they'll make another good one, and then a bunch of shitty ones after, and wreck it again. Who knows?
Okay, but like, here's the question. Here's my question. So let's say Volkswagen.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been in a Volkswagen Beetle. I've always wanted to go for a ride in one.
You know, I haven't either.
Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, maybe.
I knew this hippie chick in high school who had one, and it was really cool. I always wanted to go for.
They're very
a
compact.
Ride. Yeah. I'd like to go for a ride in one. Anyone have a Volkswagen out there? Okay, so here's my question back to the movies. So let's say it's good. Do they get to retell?
Yes.
They get to.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
It's a do-over.
They remade Cabin Fever. They're remaking everything. They're remaking Superman. Yes. If they could do all that, they want to if they really want to change Superman up, they could change Transformers. Like, they 100% can change Transformers. I think they should.
I absolutely think they should. But
retell it in a more proper adult.
So they can take Bumblebee and make that the first of a series.
Yes. They did it with Star Trek.
That's true.
Yes. I think they should. I mean, I think that's part of what they're probably
going
for. I think it's back there. I think this guy's like, he might have a soft spot for Transformers. Like, I'm going to try it. Just make it right. Give it some thought, and then
they kept the aesthetics close enough where if it didn't work, it didn't backfire on them. But I mean, I don't know.
I would love to see a retelling of the Bayformers with a little bit
less Transformium.
With less Transformium, and a little bit more thought to story and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's funny when you look back and you look at the original Transformers movie, Michael Bay movie, and you're like, wow, there's actually a story there.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's a good one.
And I wonder if McDreamy left Grey's Anatomy for that.
No.
Is that why he left?
No.
Because that would be really sad.
No, that was a payday.
Okay.
That was absolutely a payday. To be honest with you,
it was probably a big
I don't think there's one actor that did any of those movies, those big actors, that it wasn't a payday. Come on, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter himself.
Yeah, Malkovich. I mean, John Malkovich was Transformers the movie. I have nothing but respect for that guy. Those were all paydays right there.
But they don't care about paydays. Malkovich isn't making movies to be rich.
So how much money were they making? That's a good question.
I'd love to, if you know, it must have been
obscene,
or maybe they get a kick out of Michael Bay and just want to say I worked with. But
I don't think Michael Bay in Hollywood is considered hey, I want to work with him.
I think it's considered. I think he's a thing. I think he's a thing that not considered the best filmmaker.
I think he's
a thing. It's working with Michael is crazy. I think it would be like that type. I mean,
I think they got obscene amount of money. I think they literally went to John Malkovich and wrote a ridiculous number on a piece of paper and said, all you got to do is be here for one day. And he's like, okay.
But he was the best part of that movie.
I don't even remember.
Brazzo.
I don't even remember.
I love the third one, man. I love the third one.
The third one
so
was
good.
The third one was decent because
it was good. It was beyond decent.
It was a little bit bloated. Take 20 minutes out of it and tell a little bit more of a story. It was good considered. I thought it started out well. It was
the whole opening segment was badass, and then it cuts right to the girl's ass. Totally blows it.
Yeah, of course.
Totally blows it. This whole serious. thing that gets you into it, and then just a close up of her ass walking up the steps.
You know, I didn't dig that new girl very much. Like,
she didn't do it for me either.
You can insult. What was the
Megan Fox?
Megan Fox. You could say whatever terrible things you want about her, but she was spectacular.
Yeah, I mean,
there's just. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna have an argument about it. She was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there is much room.
No, I don't think
there really isn't. You know, but yeah, it's just like I don't know.
Well,
got a soft spot.
Yeah. You know, I have a soft spot for Bumblebee, but mostly because you have a soft spot for Bumblebee. With that said, I think this is an excellent character figure design.
Yeah,
I think it's a
good toy, man. I like it a lot.
It's a good toy. I think it's worth your $20. And I guess your only other question, if you're already like on board and you're like, I'm willing to buy, your only question is, should I just wait for the masterpiece? And I'm gonna say no. Because
no, get them both.
Get them both. Yeah. I will be. It'll be interesting to see. Like I assume the masterpiece is going to be superior, but I wonder if there's going to be aspects of this figure. And again, I really like this figure for what it is. I wonder if there's going to be aspects of this figure that I prefer, other than the windows.
I just want the damn movie to come out. I'm very, very, very
When's
excited.
it come out?
I don't know. I got no idea. I think around Christmas.
Transformers.
Yeah, it's like it can't be bad.
Yeah.
Like it has to be better than what we've already seen.
Yeah.
I mean, we say that now. Is it possible to do worse than what was the last Transformers?
Dude,
what was it? It wasn't Age of Extinction.
The Last Jedi? No, The Last Night.
The Last Night. Last Jedi. Anything with last in it is just not good.
What about The Last Dragon? That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That's different.
Was that show? Yeah, that's different.
Last Action Hero.
The Last Starfighter.
Last Starfighter.
I never saw The Last Action Hero.
It's not a good one.
No, I know, but it's like, it's one of those movies that like I was like a teenager and everyone went to go see that movie and I just missed that window.
Me too.
And so I feel like I can't go back and watch it.
But now. I heard it's tough because you want to go see an Arnold movie and it's not really sort of like...
Really? Well, see, now I have to see it just because I have to know. But I remember like they made action figures for it. It got terrible reviews. Yeah. But so I just missed that window. Like I feel like I missed an opportunity to see a little moment in time.
I saw Over the Top instead.
I liked Over the Top.
Me too. So did everybody.
Over the Top was like
did it
10
come out
years.
the same time?
No way.
Not
Over the Top
close?
was 80s. Last Action Hero was like 92, 93.
Was it? Oh god. Okay, my timing. But yeah.
It was post T2 Arnold. And it was towards the end of his.
It
like,
was,
yeah,
wasn't it? Yeah, it really was. Because T2 is what 88.
T2? I'm gonna say 90.
Was it 90?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I was in 7th grade. It was right before I went into 8th grade.
I think it was because it had GNR soundtrack. I think it was 1990. I think it was like right when I went to high school.
You're right.
I think the last
before you went to high school.
No, I think I was in high school.
Were you a year older than me?
Yeah,
was you going? It was a summer after your 8th grade then.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Because it was me going into 8th grade.
That's another one that I didn't see until in the theater and way later, and I suffered because of it because I don't have a connection with T2.
That is one of the best theatrical experiences
of
my. I had no business seeing it. I was at summer camp, and our counselor was a nerd, and he like snuck us in. He's like, "Okay, we're actually going to see the new Terminator," because he wanted to see it.
That's
and dragged us to it.
That's one of those R-rated movies that is like okay to see.
Yeah,
like there wasn't really anything. I can't.
Those and the Aliens movies are how you introduce a kid into our movies.
100%.
Because they're emotionally healthy but scary. You know,
100%. Like maybe they're gonna drop a couple F-bombs.
Yeah.
But they go so quickly that you don't even notice it. I agree with you. T2 is like one of the first R-rated movies that is totally acceptable to take your kid to at that time. I wish I would have seen it when it's like not having seen Avatar in the theater 3D. Like if you didn't see that, you missed.
Well, you're gonna get to see the next 3 of them. I can't believe that's a thing.
I can't either. Like, is there enough? Look, tell me out there. Are you guys? Is anyone? I'm not saying that you didn't enjoy Avatar, like it was an experience, but is there anyone who's like, I really need to know what happens?
No, but the whole thing is I think he's gonna blow out that world in a way that we don't know of. So it's in that world, but we're not... I have faith in James Cameron.
I mean, he knows how to make an entertaining movie. It's just that I can't imagine that there's enough story that I care about of giant, tall, blue dudes walking around and,
But I love the spaceships in that movie.
Yeah,
I love the mecha design in it. I love the tech in it. So
I agree. I'll take that over, 100 other terrible movies.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, as long as he doesn't try to duplicate the first one, I'll watch that world all day long. I'm for it.
I guess I will. I mean, I
didn't like it that much. I mean, I thought Avatar was a fun watch. I enjoyed it.
I wasn't a huge fan of it either. Like I was like, okay, like I'll give you. It was an experience.
I'm gonna watch it tonight, actually.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I went to see The Predator in the movie theater, and that was. We won't review that because you haven't seen it yet.
I've heard mixed about it.
My review, without spoiling anything, I would say that like it's watchable. Like it's watchable. I really liked Predators.
Is that the one with Adrian Brody?
Yeah, I really
that was
liked that
sweet.
movie.
Is it better or worse?
Predators was better. Like for me,
that was a really good movie.
Predators was really underappreciated. Like when they went to another planet, and it was visually interesting. The acting was good characters. I put it in this order. The original Predator, of course, is 1. Predators is 2. I'll actually put this as number 3.
What?
I don't like Predator 2, man.
I love Predator 2.
I don't like Predator 2, man. And the Alien vs. Predator, sorry, Rob, they suck. Like, they're unwatchable.
What? Who, Rob?
Oh, my friend Rob. He said he likes Aliens vs. Predator.
Wow.
Yeah. And
you know what? Hey,
I don't even
reason to like it, man.
I don't even think that that's reasonable as a guilty pleasure. That's how much I didn't like Aliens vs. Predator.
I get. Yeah, hey, I agree, but I love Predator 2, man.
Really?
Danny Glover's a shit in that movie.
I thought it was soft. Like, wasn't it like PG-13?
No, it was an R.
Was
I'm pretty sure it was R. I liked it a lot because it was way different than the first one, but it's still cool.
It was, but it didn't. It kind of like. I kind of felt like they sort of.
It felt flat, like an 80s sequel.
Yeah, it felt flat, right? But
80s sequels do that, man. Highlander 2.
Yeah, I've never seen that either. Yeah, I know, because it was kind of like Highlander 1 was good enough for me, and I didn't see that till later in life anyway. Like I actually was inspired to see Highlander, because I liked the TV show.
Oh,
yeah, no, it was a good TV show.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
But not compared to the movie. The movie's a gritty little like gritty and little. Yeah, they're different. No, I like the TV show too, but it was barely related. To the movie.
I'll take
stylistically.
I'll take what's his name over
Duncan over
any day.
Yeah, but the whole thing is they're different. Like the Highlander is a small little movie.
Yes.
And then they shouldn't have made sequels.
Yes.
It should have been a standalone 80s low budget cool flick.
Yes.
And that with them
I liked Adrian Paul. He was pretty cool.
He was cool. I liked him. I liked the one with them both. Endgame.
Oh yeah.
Like I've seen them all numerous times.
Yeah,
like I was into that shit as a kid. My mother took me to see Highlander 3.
Awkward.
And The Fly.
My
mom's cool, man.
Yeah, your mom is cool.
And Transformers. My mom watched Optimus die, and like I was heartbroken.
I never saw Transformers the movie in the theater. I remember coming back to school the weekend after it came out, that Monday morning, and I remember I was like, so how was it? Like I remember having like a group of kids and like, dude, Optimus Prime died, and it was like, what? You just blew my mind. Yeah. It was like emotionally scarring.
All your high quality toys are useless.
Yeah.
Now you get all this plastic junk.
Yeah, it was like pastel colors. It was nonsense.
Yeah.
So anyways, Bumblebee, cool. We're excited for the movie. We'll certainly do a review of the movie. I mean, it has to be done, right?
Yeah.
Anything else? I want to talk about Mandy, but should we do an episode on that, or is that too much for you?
We'll do an episode on Mandy. Coming next.
Mandy. I want to talk about the movie Mandy really bad. And until next time,
nerd out!
We both really dug the trailer, so, I don't know if anything after that is relevant because, man, we really dug it. We dug it.